Welcome to day 10 of our 30-day yoga challenge. So we're officially 1/3 of the way through. So we're just going to start off in a nice, easy, comfortable seated position. So the eyes are gently closed and just noticing the breath, breathing in through the belly, feeling the belly inflate. And as we breathe out, feeling the belly button go towards the spine. We're going to be practicing an Olam Vilom this morning, which is a cleansing practice for our breath. What we're going to be doing next is we're going to be placing the left fingers into Chin Mudra, placing the index finger and the thumb together. We're going to be placing the right hand into Vishnu Mudra, curling over the index finger and the middle finger in towards the palm. We're going to hold the nose with the right thumb. And we're going to breathe in through the left nostril for 4, holding the breath for a count of 8. Releasing the right nostril and breathing out of that for a count of 8. Breathing in through the right nostril for a count of 4. Holding both nostrils for a count of 8. Releasing the left side, breathing out for a count of 8. Breathing in through the left for a count of 4. Holding both nostrils for a count of 8. Releasing the right side, breathing out for a count of 8, and breathing in for a count of 4, holding that breath. Breathing out through the left, count of 8, and release. Coming back to our natural breaths, keeping the nice flow from previous, keeping the belly nice and inflated as we breathe in. And breathing out, feeling the belly button go towards the spine. And on our next breath in, we're going to circle those arms up overhead. And as we breathe out, we're going to bring palms down towards the center. Breathing in, arms up. Breathing out, palms to center. Breathing in, arms up. Breathing out, palms to center. Breathing in, arms up. Then we're going to twist over to the right hand side, so left hand over right knee. Breathing in, arms up, and let's twist over to the other side. Breathing in, arms up, back over that right shoulder. Breathing in, arms up, breathing out, back over to the left. Breathing in, we're just going to roll over onto the knees and get some cat-cows, warm that spine up, just a couple, just to get us moving. Breathing in to look forward, breathing out, curving that spine up towards the sky. Breathing in, looking up, maybe twisting the head left and right. And as we breathe out, coming into our cat, tuck those toes, send the hip bones up to the sky, and let's just pedal out our downward facing dog. Breathing deeply here, not forgetting to breathe. Maybe get any movements that you'd like. Find your stillness. Breathe in, and we're just going to walk towards the top of the mat. Breathing out as we hinge forward and just start to release the back. Seeing how that feels, stretching out those hamstrings. Breathing in to flat back. Breathing out to just see if we can bend forward any further. Any other movements here. Breathing in to roll up. Palms touch at the top. And breathing out, palms towards the center. Let's do some sun salutations. Breathe in, arms up. Breathe out, fold forwards. Breathe in, the heart is up. Breathing out, stepping that right foot back. And then the left foot back. And we're going to lower down knees, chest and chin. Breathing in to scoop forward. We're just going to do a low cobra here. So tucking those elbows in, looking forward. Breathing out as we push back in towards our downward facing dog, tucking those toes, hip bones towards the sky. Maybe pedal out if we need to still here, I certainly do. Breathing in, looking towards the top of your mat, hop, skip, jump or walk to the top, the heart is up. Breathing out, the heart is down. Breathing in, rolling up, palms up. Breathing out, palms to center. And again, left side, breathing in, arms up. Breathing out, folding forward. Breathing in, the heart is up. Breathing out, stepping the left foot back, the right foot back, dropping down knees, chest and chin. Breathing in, scoop forward. Let's just go low cobra again, tucking those elbows in, holding here just for a moment before breathing out as we then tuck those toes, push back in towards our downward facing dog. Breathing in to look at the top of your mat and then hop, skip or jump towards the front. Heart is up. Breathing out, the heart is down. Breathing in, bringing the arms up overhead. Breathing out, palms to center. And again, breathing in, arms up. Breathing out, folding forward. Breathing in, the heart is up. And then this time, maybe we're going to jump back into our plank, lower down, chaturanga, keeping those elbows in. Breathing in to look up. Breathing out to tuck those toes, pedaling out our downward facing dog. Breathing deeply into these poses. Breathing in, looking up. Hop, skip, jump or walk to the top of your mat. The heart is up. Breathing out, the heart is down. Breathing in to roll up or hinge from the hips. Palms are up. Breathing out, palms to center. And again, breathe in, arms up. Breathe out, folding forward. Breathing in, the heart is up. Breathing out, hop, skip or jump back. Lower down, chaturanga. Breathing in, scooping forward, maybe we're coming into our cobra. Breathing out, tuck those toes and then send those hip bones towards the sky. Downward facing dog. Deep, nourishing breaths. Breathing in to hop, skip or jump your way towards the top of the mat. The heart is up. Breathing out, the heart is down. Breathing in, arms up, palms up. Breathing out, palms to center. Breathing in, we're going to raise that left knee up and we're going to be placing it behind us into our crescent lunge so the right knee is bent. Breathing in to send those biceps up by the ears, crescent lunge, tucking the tailbone under. Breathing out as we come into our warrior two, looking over that right hand. Breathing in to flip the palm and reverse our warrior. Breathing out as we bend into that front knee, placing the forearm onto the knee, bringing the arm up overhead for our side angle. Breathing in to come back into our warrior two. Breathing in to come back into our crescent lunge, pivoting on that back foot. Breathing out as we come into our warrior three, hinging from the hip and just seeing if we can balance on that standing leg any amount. Holding here for just a moment before bending that front knee, stepping back into our crescent lunge. Breathing out, let's come into our goddess pose. So the feet are pivoted out, breathing in to step up, breathing out to crouch down, breathing in, stepping up, breathing out, crouching down, tucking that tailbone, breathing in, straight legs, breathing out into our goddess. Pivoting round now, so then the left knee is in front, the biceps are up. Breathing out into our warrior two. Breathing in to reach forward. We're going to flip that hand over. Breathing out as we come into our peaceful warrior. Breathing in, and as we breathe out, we're going to then come into our side angle, placing the forearm on the knee, looking over the shoulder, breathing deeply. Breathing in to bring yourself back up into your warrior two. Pivoting round into our crescent lunge. And then breathing in to come into our warrior three on this side. Wobble, wobble, wobble. Breathing deeply here. Really trying to keep our focus in this pose. Very challenging sometimes. New day, new body. Breathing out as we step back into our crescent lunge. Breathing out to bring the palms towards the center, and we're just going to place the hands on the hips. Breathing in to look up, create space, and breathing out as we just bend, hinging from the hips, and just taking a moment halfway before dropping the hands towards the floor and just seeing if we can spread our feet wider, see if we can get any more stretch in this pose. Breathing in to create space, flat back. Breathing out to move into that space. Don't worry if the head doesn't come to the floor. Breathing in and breathing out. Making our way now into our Skadasana. Moving into that right knee. Flipping the left foot up so the leg is nice and straight. Really feeling a nice stretch here. Holding the pose but not holding your breath. Coming back into our Pasarita, into the middle. And then we're going to go over onto the other side. So just creating some space as we bend into that left knee, the right toes towards the sky. Really feeling a nice stretch here. If it's uncomfortable, lift yourself up. Don't sacrifice your knee or your hips for this pose. Breathing in, back into our Skadasana. Our Pasarita. Just really focusing here on just relaxing into the pose. Let the pose do the work. Noticing here, I'm grabbing hold of my big toes. If you'd like to do so also, just trying to keep the thumb away from the floor. Breathing in, we're going to place that left hand on the floor and bringing the right arm up towards the sky. Breathing deeply into this pose. If you're able to, you're looking up towards that top hand. Breathing out, bringing the right hand down to the floor. Breathing in to bring the left arm up, looking towards those left fingertips. Really breathing here as well, seeing if we can twist any further. Breathing out to bring that hand back down. Breathing in, straight back. Breathing out and relax, releasing into the pose. Breathing in, we're going to walk those hands over to that right foot. We're going to come down into a bit of a sequence here with our flow, coming into our half Hanuman. So breathing in, just getting our foundations right first of all, straightening up that back leg. Breathing in to lean in, biceps by the ears. And as we breathe out, we're going to set those hips back into our half Hanuman, straightening that knee out. Breathing in as we come into our crescent lunge. Breathing out, coming over that front foot into our half Hanuman. Breathing in, bringing ourselves up. Breathing out, lowering down. Breathing in and breathing out. We're just going to come into a nice little pigeon pose on this side again. So if you've got a block handy, just placing that underneath the hip. Something just to kind of give us a little bit of a chance to relax into this pose if that's possible. We're going to just try just to get some movement here. So if you're able to, just see if you can bring the forehead down towards the ground any amount and just getting some pose, some nice fluid movements here. We're not staying here for very long. Tucking those toes, lifting that right leg up to the sky and coming back down into our downward facing dog. Told you we weren't going to stay for too long. Stretching out, and let's do the same again on the other side. Catching your breath, breathing deep. Breathing in, we're just going to walk those feet towards the hands. And again, we're just going to let our head hang low. Just stretching out the hamstrings, stretching out the lower back. Letting ourselves hang heavy. Breathing in to create space. Breathing out to fold down further. Breathing out, we're going to send that left leg back, and then we're just going to walk over, bringing the hands over so the left knee is in front. And again, I'm just bringing myself up for just a moment to just square myself off a little bit, coming down into a pyramid before releasing down into our half Hanuman sequence. So just again, getting your foundations right, breathing in to create the space. And as we breathe out, we're going to lower back into our half Hanuman pose, bringing the forehead towards the knee. Breathing in, arms up. Breathing out, the hips are back. Breathing in, arms up. Breathing out, sending those hips back. Breathing in, arms up. Breathing out, let's just walk that foot out again, and let's go on to our pigeon on this side. So placing the left knee down, and again maybe placing a block underneath that left hip. And again, just seeing if we can get some movement here, just keeping it nice and fluid, breathing in to look up, breathing out to send the forehead towards the floor. Just working into our hip flexors here, working into our shoulders, breathing deeply for every single one of our poses, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in to tuck those toes, send the foot up towards the sky, coming back down into our downward facing dog. Again, giving ourselves a little wiggle if you would like. I'm just coming down into a dolphin pose, so just releasing down onto the forearms, just to give myself a little bit of an extra stretch. Breathing deeply into each of these poses, and then coming down into our child's pose, nice wide-legged child's pose. If you'd like to, you can place your hands in prayer behind the head, just stretching out the armpits, seeing if that feels good. If it doesn't, just keep your arms outstretched. That's absolutely fine. My body was telling me that's exactly what I needed in this pose today. And then breathing in, I'm just going to stretch my arms out, and I'm just going to come up onto the fingertips as well, just getting a different kind of stretch in this pose. Again, lots to be explored in the child's pose. It's not just a resting pose, it can also be quite active. So breathing in, we're just going to walk those hands up towards the knees and just sitting in our thunderbolt pose. So from here, we're just going to do a few rounds of camel. So breathing in to bring the hips up. We're just going to look up towards the sky, supporting that back. And as you breathe out, lowering down. Breathing in to bring ourselves up, coming up into a bit more of a back bend if that's available to you. And breathing out as we sit back down. And then this time, if you'd like to come into our full camel, maybe you'd like to use 2 blocks. Or you can come into the full expression, whichever feels good for you. So breathing in as we reach back towards either the blocks or our feet. The toes can be tucked under, or they can be flat on the floor. So I'm just going to tuck mine under here just to demonstrate. Breathing in, we're really opening up the heart, pushing those hips forward, or we can flatten the feet, really get a good stretch, opening the throat chakra, the heart, feeling everything opening up. Breathing in to bring ourselves back up, breathing out as we lay ourselves back down. And then we're just going to shift the hips over to the right and bring that left knee over that right knee into a twist. Seeing if we can look over the left shoulder any amount. Breathing in to create space. Breathing out to move into that space. Seeing how that feels. And then let's go over to the other side. So just shifting the hips over to the opposite side. And then we're going to bring that right knee over the left knee. And just seeing if we can get a nice twist on this side as well. So just breathing in and breathing out to move into that space. Feeling it really coming from the lower torso. Giving all of our insides a nice little massage. Breathing in, and we're just going to circle back round, and we're going to come onto our backs. But I'm going to do this a little bit differently today. So I'm going to place a block underneath my knees, and I'm also going to place a block where I think that my back is going to land. As I breathe in, I'm lowering back down, vertebrae by vertebrae, trying to tuck my tailbone under. And then as I breathe in, I'm just going to come into a little supported fish pose for a moment. So the crown of the head is on the floor. And it's just opening the chest up, the hands above. And as we breathe in, we're just going to flex the feet towards the sky and just see if we can bring our head and our shoulders up and coming into like an extended fish pose. So it's nice and supported, so it shouldn't be causing any pain. But if it is, again, just ease off. If you've got any neck problems, again, maybe placing a block underneath the head. Just breathing in, and as we breathe out, releasing the blocks from underneath the body. And we're just going to start rolling back down into the end of our practice. So coming onto your back, we're just going to bring the knees in towards the chest. Just undoing any of those intense stretches that we've done. Breathing in to bring the forehead towards the knees. And as we breathe out, and placing the left foot on the floor, we're going to bring the right ankle over the left knee into our figure of four. And just releasing the hips here. So again, creating any movement that you'd like. Again, you might like to place a block, or you might like to even send that right knee over towards the left and just coming into a bit of a twist. Breathing deeply here into our side body. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in to come back to center. Curling ourselves up again, giving ourselves a little hug, releasing any tension. And then again, we're going to place the right foot on the floor and placing the left ankle over that right knee, figure of four. Breathing in to just bring ourselves up and grab hold of that thigh. And again, giving ourselves a wiggle. And again, you might like to place a block here, or you might like to send the hips and the knee over towards your right hand side, looking over the left shoulder. Breathing deeply here. Nice twist towards the whole body, really squeezing out any tension. Breathing deeply. And breathing in here, bringing our forehead towards the knees, stretching out that lower back, and just really enjoying the stretch before releasing down into our cobbler's pose. You might like to place some blocks underneath your hips, underneath the thighs, to give yourself some support if you want a really passive version of this. Or if you'd like to make it more active, you can bring those feet towards the body a little bit more. I'm just feeling like a little bit of a passive pose myself here. Just breathing in and letting go of any tension. And then as we breathe in, we're going to bring that right knee towards the chest. We're going to straighten that left leg out and just releasing the right leg down into our Shavasana. And again, bringing the left knee in, stretching it out, sending it out to the corner. Palms up facing the sky, eyes are gently closed, and let's prepare for our Shavasana. This is a poem by Dana Folds. Just for now, without asking how, let yourself sink into stillness. Just for now, lay down the weight you so patiently bear upon your shoulders. Feel the earth receive you and the infinite expanse of sky grown even wider as your awareness reaches up to meet it. Just for now, allow a wave of breath to enliven your experience. Breathe out whatever blocks you from the truth. Just for now, be boundless, free, awakened, energy tingling in your hands and feet. Drink in the possibility of being who and what you really are, so fully alive that when you open your eyes, the world looks different, newly born and vibrant, just for now. Breathing in, just starting to bring some awareness to your body, circling the hands and the toes, gently rolling the back of the head across your mat. Breathing in to bring the arms up overhead, stretching those toes out, making yourself as long as possible. And breathing out, we're just going to bring the hands towards the face, and we're just going to give ourselves a little massage around the forehead, into the skull, into the scalp, over the eyes, just really waking ourselves up, giving ourselves some love. Breathing in to bring those knees up towards the chest, and again, just giving ourselves a little bit of a hug before rolling over onto your right side. Breathing and connecting with the earth, placing a hand onto the earth. Breathing deeply here. As we breathe in, we're just going to come back into our easy seated position. Legs are crossed, eyes are closed, palms towards the center of the chest. Going to breathe in and bring the palms up over the head, and breathing out, palms to the third eye, palms towards our lips, palms towards our heart. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.